I know you guys are all like, more Jared. We just had Jared, but I'm economy size and I'm like dessert. So. I am going to be doing some stand-up comedy. And thank you. Woo. And I've never done it before, so I'm really kind of nervous. So if you all think I'm really bad, you're probably just a terrible audience. Got it from the hook. Anyway, I don't know if it's just because I'm nervous, but it kind of feels like there's some tension in the room, and I think I know what it is. I'm just kind of going to address the elephant in the room. I'm a giant, and I know, I'm actually well aware. I kind of wish people would stop telling me. I think it's funny. People don't seem to realize that it's something I'm aware of, so they'll just come up to me and tell me in public, like, maybe it's the secret my parents have been keeping from me my whole life. And I kind of wonder what that conversation would sound like. Like, they'd sit me down and be like, son, your mother and I have something very important we want to tell you. This is hard. Son, you're a giant. You're 6'8", and oh God, ever since you were young, you've just been abnormally large. Even as a fetus, your mother had to have a panoramic sonogram taken just to fit in the picture. Finding clothes was always an issue. Baby Gap doesn't have a big and tall section. What we're trying to say is this is something you're going to have to live with your whole life, and you'll be going off to college soon, and well, there are going to be stairs. We wanted you to be prepared for that. And I'd just be shocked and be like, oh my God, oh, it's all so clear. This explains all those whiners I tried to get piggybacks from. I thought they were just being ironic when they were like, get off my back, you're like 300 pounds. I owe Grandma an apology. But really, I mean, this is something that I live with. I'm very much aware of it. So it's really awkward when people come up and tell me. And it happens on a fairly consistent basis, like once every other day. And it's always the same scenario. I'll be in a grocery store or a mall or really any kind of public place at all. And I'll get like the double takes as I walk by from the adults, and then the murmurs from the kids, like, he's taller than Daddy. And I'm used to that, like I've come to take it in stride. People are curious, and I'm somewhat of an aberration, that's okay. But every now and then there will be like this lone wolf that'll separate from the pack and will approach me and give me their whole little rundown before popping their question. Excuse me, sir. Yeah, we were observing you from over there. And I've actually been elected to come and speak to the group. We just wanted to let you know we've taken a vote, and you're officially the biggest person we've ever seen. Congratulations, yeah. For posterity's sake, we were just wondering exactly how tall are you? And it's for posterity's sake, so I gotta take it and stride. I gotta be the well. This is a toughie. I guess I'm like 6'8", and they get this look of wonderment in their eyes, like I've just performed this magic trick they weren't expecting, like your card is 6'20" in the clubs! And you can see in their eyes that this is going to be like an event in their day. Like, I'm going to become this great dinner story for them. They're going to be sitting around and be like, honey, I saw the tallest man in the world today. He was like Shaq, but anorexic. From a distance, he looks just like you or me. But up close, he's bigger. And then they always ask the follow-up question, do you play basketball? And I do. But at this point, I kind of like to have fun with them, because really they've taken time out of my day. I figure why not get back, kind of mess with their minds a little bit. So they're like, do you play basketball? And I'm like, no. Actually, I'm somewhat of a semi-professional croquet player. I feel that's where my strengths lie. I've got great hand and mallet coordination for whatever that's like. Thinking about going pro. And I'm like, really? I'm like, yeah. I also enjoy miniature golf, and jockeying small horses, and riding petting zoo animals. My spare time. And they get this confused look at their face like, what? And they really don't have anything to say. And really, this is as far as they plan the conversation to go when they approach me. And I didn't want to talk to them in the first place, so there's just this awkward silence. It's like this mental game of chicken. Neither of us wants to really go anywhere. And it's really awkward. And I've had a few awkward encounters. And there's one that really sticks out, and this is a true story. I was standing in line in a store with a friend who happened to be similarly tall because we like to travel in groups. And there was this couple in front of us, and they kept looking back at us, and you could kind of see what was coming, and eventually the woman did turn around and address us and say, I'm sorry, we just have to know, how tall are you both? And so I said, well, I'm 6'8", my friend here is 6'4". And she gets this look of relief on her face, and she turns to my friend and says, oh, well, it's because we just had this little baby. The doctor said it's going to be about 6 more weeks. And I'm just glad it's not going to look like that. And I'm trying to give her the benefit of the doubt. Like, she just had a kid, and maybe it's these crazy feminine hormones at work. But really, this is not something you say to a normal human being. And I was trying to think, like, what would the equivalent of this be? Like, it'd be like going up to a really fat guy in public and be like, excuse me, sir, I couldn't help but notice from a distance, your body shape actually resembles a complete sphere. I was trying to peg what your weight, what is it, like 600, 700 pounds? I mean, I just want to know so that if I ever let myself go and, you know, and all that, I want to know what rock bottom looks like. Or, like, approaching a midget or like a really short person and just being like, oh, aren't you just the cutest little thing? What do you think life's like in the big world, huh? You enjoy it? You look just like one of those little Oompa Loompas. It's uncanny. Can you say uncanny? Of course you can. Of course you can. Why don't you run along now? Come and find you and your Lucky Charms later. Anyway, speaking of just random things, I don't know if you guys have been to a movie theater recently, but they kind of have in the commercial part of this section now, they've got this anti-music piracy warning or commercial from the government. And they're trying to say how bad and wrong and sneaky music stealing is. And I agree with the general message, but I think they're kind of going about it the wrong way. Their logic doesn't make sense. Because the commercial says, like, you wouldn't steal a DVD, would you? Or you wouldn't steal a purse, would you? You wouldn't steal a car. Why steal music? And I'm like, yeah, that makes sense. But then I left and I thought about it. I was like, it's really not the same thing. Because if I had a friend, you know, and stole a car, that's bad. But if I had a friend that bought a new car and called me up and was like, hey, Jared, I just bought a brand new Lamborghini. Why don't you come on over? That'll be great. Why don't I burn you a copy? It's a little bit different. Anyway, thanks for listening, guys. I'm done.